Awesome.
Recording in progress.
Okay, guys. So today's Mindful Monday session, going to move that over. Awesome. Today's Mindful Monday session is on self-forgiveness. Now, if you're anything like me, then you've probably experienced some self-anger, some self-loathing, those feelings of guilt, those feelings of shame that come along with our perception of what we think we should have done in a situation. We expected ourselves to do better. We hoped that we would do better, but that wasn't really the case. If it makes you feel any better, there's no such thing as the perfect person. You cannot keep everyone happy. So those feelings are sometimes well warranted, and sometimes they're just our perception of the situation. Now, if we're going to understand what self-forgiveness is, we need to understand what forgiveness means. The best definition I've heard is forgiveness means to let go of completely, to abandon. I want you to just think about that for a second. Now, you've got some ideas about yourself, and there's a chance that if you just let go of your expectations of yourself, of what you think you should have done in this perfect situation, and you let go of it completely, all those thoughts that you sucked, you shouldn't have done that, and they just disappeared completely, you probably wouldn't feel any shame, any guilt. And that's what the process of forgiveness feels like. We've all had that experience where we've had an ex do something we didn't like them to do, and we've had a lot of anger towards them. But whenever we've actually become at peace with that situation, it means we've abandoned it. We're no longer feeling that anger. We've let go. Now, when people are trying to feel self-forgiveness, the main reason is they want to feel self-love. When you're angry at yourself, that's not a great emotional state to be in. We want to feel happy. We want to feel proud of ourselves. So self-forgiveness is actually an exercise, or it's a pathway to feeling better about ourselves. Now, if we think about what our emotional states, what causes them, it's usually the thinking process that we're on. Another definition of forgiveness that I heard, which was fantastic, a little bit more deep, was forgiveness is a shift in perception that removes a block in me to my awareness of love's presence. There's always good in something, and there's always a little bit of bad. But if we can remove that block of seeing it in a negative light, what we're doing is we're allowing room for love, for feeling proud of ourselves, for feeling happy. If you think about any situation and you remove the anger, you remove the self-loathing, the hatred, the guilt, the shame, what would you be more left with? You'd be left with more love. So self-forgiveness is a great pathway to go down so that we can get to feeling better about ourselves, feeling better about the world. And I'll tell you what, I've never been so angry, so hateful towards myself that I've turned around and done something amazing. Good for my family, good for myself, good for the people around me. Just hasn't happened. And you've probably experienced that as well. When you're feeling really good, you're feeling proud of yourself, you're feeling at ease, you're feeling calm, you act more from love and you do better things, you add more value to the world rather than contributing to some of the negative aspects of it. So I love the Serenity Prayer. I think you guys probably heard it, which they use at Alcoholics Anonymous. And it goes, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We've all done things. We can't change them. But what we can do is we can change our perception of them. We can change where we're going. We can change how we're going to act from now. And the first step is helping ourselves let go of those negative emotions. So if you have a pen and paper, I would love for you to grab that now, because we're going to do the journaling exercises now. If you also want to do it just on your device, you can do that as well. Whichever one works for you, whatever floats your boat. Does not bother me too much. I prefer writing in a journal, just because maybe I'm old school, but it also slows down my thinking. I can type a little bit too fast and not grasp the weight of what it is that I'm writing. So that's why I like pen and paper. But what we're going to do first of all is just start by writing Mindful Mondays, self-forgiveness. Let's just give ourselves a heading so we know why we're here. We know what we're trying to achieve. We know what we're doing. It's a good place to start. And underneath that, I want you to just write the number 1. And I want you to think for a moment about a situation in your life that's happening right now that's maybe not going how you want it to. You're not acting in the way that you want to. You're not doing what it is that you said you wanted to do, and you're getting a little bit frustrated with yourself. Now, I don't want you to go too deep and think about something massive. Let's just practice this with some lighter content. So maybe there's something that you're wanting to do each week that you're not getting done. Maybe it's to do with work, maybe it's to do with your health. Just think of a situation, and I want you to just write down what that situation is. Maybe you keep getting up too late. Maybe you're watching too much Netflix. Even though it's an amazing show, you're kind of feeling a little bit guilty and shameful that you're watching so much of it. Now, after you've written down that situation, don't have to go into too much depth about it. It's okay. I want you to write down why you want to forgive yourself in this situation. Most people will say, oh, but I don't. I want to get angry at myself, so I do the right thing. Well, it's probably not going to work to some degree. Sometimes yelling at yourself is good in motivation, but if it's constant and it's always happening, then it's going to create some negative emotions eventually. So why do you want to forgive yourself for this situation? Is it to feel more peace, to feel calmer? So stop experiencing so much negative emotions and then eating a whole block of chocolate every night. No judgment, no judgment. That's not why we're here. Awesome. And if you want to write a little bit more about that later, leave just a couple of lines so you can add to it at a later date. That's fine. But now I want you to put the number 3 down below. And I want you to imagine just for a second that someone in your life that you really care about, that you really like, you really want them to do well, came to you and they were experiencing the same problem. They were really angry at themselves. They were feeling really crap. I want you to write down what you would say to them, make them feel better about the situation or feel encouraged. If this is a difficult one, that's okay. Maybe you can dive into their potential. Tell them that there's no point to beating themselves up. It's not really going to help. Whatever it is that you would say to them. Imagine you're coming from a place of love and just understanding and compassion. And again, if you want to leave a couple of lines underneath that to write a little bit more later, that is completely fine as well. But for right now, let's move on to number 4. I want you to write a number 4 below, a couple of lines if you want to leave them. What do you need to tell yourself more often so you can forgive yourself and feel motivated to do better in this situation? What would be really helpful? Imagine that you've got right now two options. You've got someone on your shoulder saying, you suck, you can't do this, you let people down, blah, 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 all these negative things. Then imagine that voice has then got completely kicked away and the angels just sitting there. And it's like, you've got this. You're amazing. You can succeed at this. And even if you don't, I'll still love you. I want you to be happy. Just write anything that comes to mind. Just really give yourself this time. And if you're struggling, just take a few deep breaths. Just think, I love myself and I want myself to be happy. And that's why I'm choosing to say these things to myself. You're doing really well, guys. Allow yourself to feel proud of yourself for being here, for taking the time to do these exercises. And now the last journaling question. Again, if you want to leave some space, go for it. But underneath the number 5, I want you to just write down a few reasons why you deserve to succeed and feel really happy in the situation. Now, I'm not saying just, why be nice, why you deserve. Forgive yourself and succeed in this situation. I challenge you to have at least 3 lines or 3 points that you have. If you want to go for more, go for it. I'm definitely not going to stop the self-love. Again, if you find this a challenge to even think why you deserve it, that's okay. That's just a sign that this is even more beneficial. Amazing work, guys. Now, I want you to just take a moment to just give yourself a pat on the back, literally put your arm around and just give yourself a pat on the back and just say, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this exercise. Not many people would turn up on a Monday night for a 30-minute mindfulness session. So just be proud of yourself for being here. Now, we're going to jump into the guided meditation. So what I want you to do is just take a moment to get yourself nice and comfy. I'm going to put some meditation music on, and we're going to get into the meditation portion of this session. So if you need to, just move your hips around, move your shoulders, move your neck. It's really important to be comfortable. So your focus is on the exercises and not how much pain or uncomfortability your body is in. And I know that uncomfortability is probably not a word, so hopefully you guys don't judge me too much for that. I'm forgiving myself for it, so I hope you guys can too. Just enjoy sitting, getting into a nice comfy position. And if you can, try and not lean your head against anything. You can lean your back against something to keep it nice and straight if you want. But keep your head supported by yourself just so you don't wander off to sleep. As you're getting comfortable in this position, I want you to slowly let your eyes close and just arrive into the space. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Take a moment to relax your shoulders a little bit more. And we're going to do some breathing. We're going to breathe in through our nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, breathe out through our mouth for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and then repeat. We're going to do this 3 times. When you breathe in, I want you to breathe into your stomach, and for the last part, into your chest. So let your stomach expand, and then let your chest expand. And as you release it, just let all the air out. Don't worry about the chest or your stomach. I'm going to start this breathing exercise in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And out through your mouth. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And now just let your breathing return to normal. Just notice how your breathing feels now. Notice how it feels. Have air going into your nose, into your lungs, and how it feels when it's coming back out. And now, I want you to imagine that floating in front of you and above is a lavender cloud of energy. I want you to see it now, like this cloud, this swirling, moving around. Maybe imagine that you're sitting in a field and you can just see this lavender energy in a cloud form just moving around in front of you. And now I want you to notice that you can just feel within this cloud, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of positive emotions, there's a lot of positive energy. And you can see a funnel appearing from the cloud like a tornado, moving slowly down from the cloud to your forehead. And I want you to just feel that this cloud of energy has connected. And you can now feel this lavender energy swirling around your head. Feel it swirling behind your eyes, around your ears, around your jaw. Just feel that it's washing away all the negative thoughts that you have about yourself. You can just see them getting washed away and sucked back out through the cloud. But what's being replaced or growing is all the positive thoughts that you have about yourself, about how good a person you are, how much love you have to give. Just enjoy that feeling. Positive thoughts about yourself. And now imagine that this lavender energy is swirling around and it's moving down into your throat, swirling around it. All the negative, angry words you voice towards yourself are being washed away. Those sentences that you said to yourself that were not helpful, that were judgmental. They're being washed away. And they're being replaced with amazing words. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be loved for who you are. I love you. Feel those words just flowing all around your neck. Enjoy it. And now feel this beautiful energy moving down into your shoulders, circling around, and feel all the times that you didn't feel strong. Feel all those moments just leaving your body. All those moments where you didn't speak up, you didn't do what you wanted to do, just feel them leaving your body. And feel what's being bolstered is your own strength. Allow your shoulders to feel relaxed and just feel strong. Strong and loving. Feel that flowing through your shoulders, swirling around. Feel free to take a few deep breaths up into your chest. Feel like strength. And imagine the lavender energy just flowing down from your shoulders into your heart. And notice just some of the times that you may have acted out of fear. It's being washed away. Maybe you were scared, so you didn't do what you wanted to do. And those moments, those memories are just being washed away, and they're being replaced with love for yourself. Just feel love moving around your chest, in your heart, and just see it expanding. Just feel love expanding. Just repeat a couple of times, I forgive myself, I love myself. Just enjoy that feeling. And now notice this energy, lavender energy, moving down into your stomach, and all the bad things that you've put into your body that you feel guilty about are being washed away. They were just experiences of life. I want you to imagine all the good things that you've put into your life, all the times you've eaten healthy food. You've loved your body. Let those moments flash across the screen of your mind. Feel more love for yourself and some of the choices you've made. Now imagine lavender energy that's just flowing all the way through this cloud, through your head, through your neck, through your shoulders, through your heart, through your stomach, and now it's moving into your hips. I want you to think about some of the times that you've moved away from what you really valued. You haven't done what you knew was going to make you happy in the long run. Just feel those washing away. Imagine just forgiving yourself in this moment, just letting go of them as they just get washed up into the cloud. You're just letting them go. And just feel love for yourself and start remembering some of the times when you've done the things that you really enjoy doing that are important to you. Now, I want you to imagine lavender energy flowing all the way down through your legs, all the way to your toes. And as you can just feel this positive, loving energy moving through your legs, I want you to feel any negative energy that you have towards yourself right now being cleared. Take a deep breath in. And on the out breath, just let it go. And just allow love, peace of mind, calmness to flow all the way through your body. Just feel all the judgment going and self-acceptance sinking in. You're okay with who you are and where you are right now. Feel all the self-loathing moving away and being replaced with self-love. Feeling proud of who you are, where you are, and the opportunities that are in front of you. Allow all the pain to move out of your body. Let it go, abandon it, and allow in the joy. Take a few minutes here to just experience this lavender energy moving from that cloud, moving down through your head, all the way to the ends of your toes, bearing you, healing you. Just enjoy it. Just repeat these lines a couple of times. I forgive myself for the past, and I love myself for who I am. And now, I want you to slowly become aware of your body. Start by wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, noticing the temperature of the air in the room that you're in, noticing any physical sensations that are prominent. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Amazing work, guys.